What's wrong with my hair? Sorry guys, I wanted this video to be like super casual, hence the hair and sweatshirt. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today, this video is a little bit different. I know I usually do like review videos and like tutorials and stuff, but I wanted to try to switch it up. So I'm gonna do a tag video for you guys, and the tag video is gonna be the mixed girl tag video. Mixed girl tag, and I don't know, I thought it would be fun to switch it up. So if you don't like these kind of videos, I'm sorry, and if you do, then leave it down in the comments and maybe I'll do another tag video sometime in the future. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Okay, so I got the questions right here on my phone, so I'm gonna be answering the questions. The first question is, what are you mixed with? Okay, so I am obviously a mutt. I am mixed with, I don't even know everything that I am, honestly. Okay, so my mom is white, hence, I don't know. I don't even know everything that I am. Like, I know on my mom's side there's English in there, but other than that, I don't know. Okay, so the other half of me, my blood dad's side, he was half Mexican and half Puerto Rican, so that is that side. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak any other language. I know Puerto Rican's Spanish is different from Mexican Spanish because my husband told me that. I don't know. My husband does speak Spanish. So, yeah, I only know English because I only grew up with my mom's side of the family. So, that's what that is. The next question is, what ethnicity have you often been mistaken for? Okay, so people have guessed that, you know, like some people like think I'm Mexican, some people think I'm white, some people think, which they're not wrong. Nobody has ever guessed me to be like part Puerto Rican. Maybe I don't have the features, I don't know. But like people have guessed me to be like Middle Eastern, like Egyptian, Russian, I don't know. My maiden name, my last name is Pruzak. My mom got married when I was 14 or 15 or something, so my dad adopted me, and so my maiden name is Pruzak, which is Polish, so people never know what I am. It says, is your hair curly or straight? I always like play around with my husband about this because, like, you know, he's Mexican, so he just sees me as white because I don't have any, like, yeah, I'm tan and stuff, but I don't have like any Mexican, I don't know, like traditions, culture, any of that stuff. So I always just tell him that, well, my hair is Mexican, so anytime it's like raining or misty outside, it gets all like frizzy and curly. So I have curly hair like underneath, and then the top is like wavy. So yeah, my hair's pretty funky. Okay, so the fourth question says, was coming from different backgrounds challenging growing up? Okay, so that question is a little bit weird for me to answer because since I did only grow up with my mom's side of the family, it wasn't weird, like, because I felt like I was only growing up with one background. So, like, I didn't, like, all I know is, like, my mom's side of the family's, like, traditions and, you know, like, you know, just all that stuff, how families have their own little traditions and culture and all that. Like, I only grew up with one. But then as you get older in school and, like, before I got adopted, my last name was a Mexican last name. So people, when they would see my name, would assume that I'm like Mexican, and I don't have any, like, I didn't know a lot about the Mexican culture. Like, my friends who were Mexican, like all my friends were Mexican basically, so I didn't know a lot about the culture. So it was kind of weird growing up with people thinking I'm Mexican, but I act white, but I am white, and I don't know anything about Mexican culture. So that part is kind of confusing, but like, that wasn't, you know, that wasn't like a big part of me getting older. So I would say no. That was like a long answer to say no, huh? Okay, so it says, which background do you embrace the most? And I would obviously say my mom's side, like white. I only grew up with them, so I embrace that background the most. But I do embrace like Mexican background because of my husband, and we have kids, so my kids are half like my husband is a purebred, so my kids are half like full Mexican, like my husband's from Jalisco, like, you know? So I embrace, I would say, both sides. I don't know a lot about the Puerto Rican culture, and I have like been around my grandma who's Puerto Rican, and I know I like their food. I don't know a lot about it, so I don't know. I feel like I'm like bombing this tag video. Like, it says, have I ever been teased for being different? And I would say for the most part, no. But I know, like, when you're like in middle school, high school, like some people and some of my old friends would make little comments like, oh, well, you're white, or, you know, like I wasn't, like sometimes I wouldn't feel like Mexican enough to like fit in because all my friends were Mexican. And now that I'm an adult, like I've fully embraced like being a mutt, and you know, like now I don't really care either way. So what question was I on? 6. Okay. So I would say maybe I have been slightly teased, but it was never in like a malicious way. It was just like playing around. So it never really like hurt my feelings, but at the same time, I never fully felt like I fit in completely. Okay, so question number 7 is, have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial? I would say ashamed, no. I've never been ashamed because I don't dislike any of the races that I am. Like, I don't dislike any race, period. So like being ashamed, no. But I do remember like growing up, I wish that maybe I could have just had like my mom's maiden name as my last name, or just been full white, because it would be easier than explaining that I'm mixed and explaining that I don't know anything about the other half of me, just one half, and all that kind of stuff is kind of confusing and like weird to explain to people when you're growing up. Now I don't really mind, but when I was growing up it was kind of weird. So not ashamed, but maybe just, yes, when I was younger, I do wish that maybe I was just, it would have been easier to just be one race, you know? But now, like, I don't wish I was one race. I don't mind either way. Okay, it says number 8. Who's calling me? Do you guys like my ringtone? The hippie to the hip hip hop, you don't stop or rockin' to the bang bang, boogie to up chuck the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Yes, I can rap. No, I'm just kidding. Do you feel being mixed has its benefits? I don't know that it has benefits. I mean, being mixed lets you, like, I think some kids who grow up with both of their parents, being mixed has benefits because you totally get to learn 2 different cultures and languages and all of that kind of stuff, which I think is awesome. And I definitely want my kids to be bilingual when they grow up and all that good stuff. For me personally, I haven't experienced any benefits. Maybe just, this is gonna sound so shallow, since I haven't really experienced any benefits, and maybe just like my hair being wavy and curly, I can wear it straight or curly, because you know when you have like straight hair, like my little sister has straight hair and you cannot curl it for, like, it doesn't hold a curl, you know? So being like trying to start a beauty channel, maybe that's my only benefit, and that, I don't know, it's easy for me to tan. Like, I don't know, like, just on a deeper level, I haven't experienced any benefits, but I can imagine that you could, like, just not me personally. I don't know. I don't mean to sound shallow, guys. I'm really, really not shallow. It's just, I don't know. Okay, so I totally lost where I was. What does being multiracial wait, I swear I know how to read. Hold on. What makes being multiracial a beautiful thing? Okay, I think it's beautiful because, like, I live in the United States, so what I love about people being multiracial is that, like, our country is just like a big melting pot of all these different cultures and races and languages and foods and just everything, you know? Like, so I think that makes it beautiful because everybody gets to just experience each other's cultures and families and all that stuff. And I also think it's a beautiful thing because everybody has their own unique things about themselves, whether they're like a purebred like my husband or a mutt like me. So I could say that being multiracial is one of the things that makes me unique and special to just being me, because I don't know anybody that is the same exact mix of things that I am. Okay, number 10, any advice to someone who struggles with multiracial identity? This question is kind of deep. Okay, so advice I would say is the easiest thing is once you accept yourself completely, like as who you are, then it's easier for others around you to accept yourself because you're just like proud of who you are and okay with who you are, where others around you will see that and then maybe they won't really tease you about it. Maybe in high school I wasn't completely confident in being like different races because like my friends weren't really mixed, you know? So advice would just be like to love yourself. So I think that if you have both parents in your life and you have a relationship with both sides, or even if just like one of your parents is like multiracial and the other one is not, just absorb all the different races that you are, and if whatever like cultures, traditions, all that family good stuff, languages, just absorb all that, because later on you're really gonna appreciate it, and maybe you could travel to like the countries that your families descend from, and I don't know, just absorb it and learn about it so that way you can understand it maybe and love it more. And just be proud of who you are because it makes you special and it makes you you. Nobody else is exactly like you, so just, you know, makes you special. But just accept yourself, and learn to love and appreciate it, because cultures are so interesting, and if you come from multiple backgrounds you can learn about those cultures, and it's just so interesting. Embrace like your family's traditions, don't be embarrassed of them, because it just makes you you, and it's something that you can pass on to your kids one day. Like my family, how I said, or like Hicks or whatever, not hillbillies, we don't marry our cousins, but Hicks. And so like, okay, we make homemade noodles and then we put them on top of mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving. So when I was little I learned how to make noodles, and now my kids make noodles with me for Thanksgiving. And that's just a small example, you know. My family has other little traditions that we do that I love, and so just embrace all that because it's really special, and I feel like you'll appreciate it a lot as you grow older. And so yeah. So guys, that is all the questions of the tag. I hope you guys like this video. And also, just for fun, leave me down in the comments down below what race, ethnicity, background, breed you are. I know that like all my words don't come out perfect, but I hope that it can help you if you are having trouble embracing being multiracial and all that good stuff. So just remember to love yourself, and yeah, that's all. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. I do videos Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And if you did like this tag video, and if in the future you would like me to do another tag video, leave that down in the comments below. And if not, then we'll just stick to pure beauty stuff, or I can do a beauty tag. So my camera's shaking. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. And I tag anyone who's watching this who is a mutt like me. I tag you. If you want to do this video too, then yeah.